Alright guys, we're gonna do part 2 of Rocket to Insanity. Here we go. Every pony, or another crack in the middle. Every pony noticed it. It was in the way she walked. It was in the way she talked. Her body language just screamed it. Gone was Rainbow Dash, that cheerful, brash speedster, replaced by some hollow shell. She drifted aimlessly about over Ponyville. As weeks of interrupted sleep has taken its toll upon her, all of her friends knew that something was up. But none of them knew exactly what to do. She had pushed them away for when they tried to comfort her, lashing out like some wounded animal at any time they tried to console her or plead her to get help. Too headstrong, some would say. Too proud, others still. But none of them realized the gravity of the situation until that one fateful day. That was the day that Rainbow Dash finally snapped. Man, I should have left the other video up on that part. Oh well. It had been unseasonably warm spring day in Ponyville. Every pony was out enjoying the temperature weather, from foals to colts and then some. As every pony went about their business, Lyra and Bon Bon chatting it up beneath their usual table at the cafe. Or I believe that's Lyra and Bon Bon. Oh well. Applejack selling her first harvest from Sweet Apple Anchors. Sweet Apple Anchors. Alright. As ponies lined up for those ruby delectables, and within the candy corner, Pinkie Pie was busy darting to and fro in the kitchen, baking up a storm. She glanced at the clock every now and then, frowning each time. Before the bell rang and the door finally hung open, a haggard-looking Rainbow Dash entering the shop. Rainbow, you're finally here. Oh, I've been so worried about you. You've been all mopsy-dopsy. I thought I'd ask you to come and visit me so I could make you feel extra super special and cheer you up. But then you didn't show up, and I thought you were going to. And I was all sad. And now you're going... I'm going to try to do my Pinkie Pie voice. It's going to fail. That you were going to stay cooped up. Yeah, alright. Oh, well. That you were going to stay cooped out in your house all day. But you came in, and now you're here, so now we can have some fun. Dash merely looked at her blankly, before shaking her head and stumbling forward. Whatever, Pinkie. What do you want me here for? The energetic earth pony bounced about the kitchen, over towards one of the many ovens of Candy Corner before pulling the door down. Reaching in and pulling out the tray of puffy, fluffy cupcakes with a generous slathering of icing upon them. She spun around, grinning widely, as she sewed the baked goods off to Dash. I made you cupcakes! Oh, crap. It's not good. Her mind paled. Mind flashed back to the earliest of those nightmares, the most vivid, the most intense, a tray of cupcakes. Tasting it, finding motor skills rapidly deteriorating, stumbling as her body shut down as the effects of some unknown drug. Pinkie looming over her with that trademark grin, eyes gleaming as the world dimmed around her. And there it was, happening for real. Visions became hazed as the world began to spin around her. Pegasus stumbling back in her head, whispering under her breath, No, 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 it's actually on here. No, 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 no. She backed up, eyes wide with fear as she shook her head violently, looking around frantically for a way out. Any way out? The window? The door? No, no. I don't want him. I don't want him. I'm not gonna let me out of here. Let me out of here. Pinkie merely tilted her head to the side quizzically, setting the tray down, lifting a few of the cakes out and plaiting them, bouncing over to the shivering Rainbow Dash, offering the plate to the Pegasus. Dash stared at them. They were the same color, same kind. Run. A voice in her head said, Run, run, you idiot, run. A hoof lashed out, smacking the plate at the Pinkie Pie's nose. I said, I don't want them. I know what you're doing. It's not going to work. Pinkie Pie frowned at the discarded cupcakes, but in typical Pinkie Pie fashion, she just shrugged. And went about cleaning them out, humming to herself. Maybe you don't like avocado icing. That's okay. I made plenty more so we can make some to your liking. Is that okay, Rainbow Dash? She laughed back, the Pinkie Pony letting out her panic whimpering noises. I fixated on the pony before her pupils nearly pinpricks as fear and adrenaline coursed through her veins. She was pinned down She was pinned between Pinky and the wall behind her, chest heaving with heavy gas. As her sleep-deprived, horror-filled mind played the scene from her nightmares over and over again, of the saw rending through flesh, cutting through bone, run, get away, scalpel piercing her breast, dragging through her flesh down to her groin, filleting her open. It's like flaying her open like some sick sort of pinata. Move. Just get away. Get away, get away, get away. She was hyperventilating by now, no longer seeing a longtime friend, but a horrific, sadistic butcher. Do something. Then she saw it, that shining, sharp protector just standing there on the table next to her, with the voice within her mind whispered to her like a seductive lover, sounding so wrong, but so right at the same time. I don't know if this will finish it. I don't know. Maybe next part. Kill her. Dash hesitated, and part of her wanted to scream, unloaded to run, but yet another considered the request to kill her before she kills you. Her mind was in a maelstrom of conflicting thoughts. The Pegasus feeling stick to her stomach, weak in the knees, the beat of her own heart pounding within her head. Take the knife. She stared at it, hoof slowly stretching out, trembling as part of her still ward. She still tried to reason. Take it. Take the knife. Alright. Tears streamed down her face as her hoof hovered upon the handle of the tool-turned weapon. As if the last frayed strands of her sanity knew what was happening, she knew that it was fighting a battle it was going to lose. Take it! She snatched up, holding it in front of her in Pinkie Pie with shaky hooves, her ears splayed back against her head, hiccuping between sobs. Just leave me alone, please, Pinkie Pie. Just hic. Leave me alone. Pinkie Pie looked at the knife being wielded by her friend by a moment before giggling and bouncing over towards Dash, whose heart sank as the filly rapidly approached. Oh, Dash, you silly filly. You got me good with that one. Never turned down an opportunity to prank, huh? She didn't think. Her body was acting on its own, aghast Pinkie Pie looking thunderstruck as Dash heaved, frozen in mid-strike, the silvery blade of the knife dripping with red ichor. The Pinkie Pie brought a hoof up to her cheek, dabbing at the white cut, looking at her blood to him. Dash, what? I told you to stay away. Why couldn't you just stay away? Kill her. No, she's my friend. I can't. Kill her, and the hurting will stop. But please, Pinkie, just run. Oh God, please, don't make me do this. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Kill her, 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 kill her. It's actually on the thingy. Alright, we're gonna finish it up here, I believe. Yes. We're going to. This one might be a little bit long. What happened next was a blur. The memories fuzzy in Dash's mind as Pinkie Pie tried to make the sense of what happened in a sudden attack upon her person. Dash let out a chilling mix between a wail and a scream, catching the earth pony off guard as the blade darted forward, slashing through her neck. Ew. Severing vein and artery as a gout of crimson ashed forward from the wound. The shock and surprise registered on Pinkie, her life essence. Her Pinkie Pie's face, she growled. Blood hemorrhaging from that wound, staining her pink fur with the red hue of her life essence. Again and again. 1 second. Yep. Alright. Again and again, that silver blade struck out. Dash's speed, not restricted to her flight, as she plunged that blade into the filly at rapid pace. Sobbing hysterically, she carved the squirming and flailing filly up through breast, through bone, through bone. Pinkie Pie's struggles slowly faded as her blood was split onto the floor in the Candy Quarters kitchen, pooling around her, splattering the Pegasus atop with the hot red fluid. Just leave me alone, she screamed out, fear turning to rage. You couldn't just go away, could you? Alright, just leave me alone, she screamed out. You couldn't just go away, could you? You had to keep coming back. Pinky's struggles grew weaker and weaker. Her eyes wide with terror, tears streamed down her face. Visage frozen in the mix of fear and anguish. What did she do? What was it? The icing? Was it the salt she used instead of sugar? Why? All those slowly glazing eyes stared up at Dash. Strikes of the blade grew slower and slower. The Pegasus was finally plunging the implement deep into Pinky's chest, spearing through the filly's heart, ending her party once and for all. Dash heaved for breath, limbs shaking, and she looking down upon it, but her handiwork. Blood stained her fur and feathers, painting her a deep crimson, wearing the life force of her former friend like some macabre outfit. She sobbed, letting out a wail of anguish as she realized the gravity of what she had just done. Arms wrapped around the butchered filly, Dash holding the still warm corpse of her friend. No. I didn't. Oh, Celestia, no. What have I done? What did I do? Dash's body shook as her chest heaved with every gut-wrenching cry of anguish. Suddenly, letting go of Pinky's body and letting out an ear-piercing shriek of terror, she looked down at her own hooves. Blood and viscera coated them, dripping down through her fur. A scene straight from a horror movie laid before her eyes. As she skittered backwards, slipping in the pool of blood of her own creation, slamming cheek first into the pile of gore, before finally gaining purchase and dragging herself over to the farthest wall from Pinky's still form. Her stomach mutinying on her as she emptied its contents on the floor next to her. Her mind raced, thoughts running a mile a minute as she hiccuped, wide, terror-filled eyes staring at the scene made by her own hoof. Murder. She had committed murder on one of her own friends. It was unheard of. No pony had murdered another in hundreds of years. Voices within her mind clawed and whispered to her. The world spinning around her as time seemed to stand still for her. The last vestiges of her sanity being plucked apart one by one. The final thread finally snapped. Alright, we're almost done, I believe. Yeah. Alright. Hooves grasped at her head, matting the rainbow-colored mane down with blood and ichor. The Pegasus rocking back and forth in the bloodied kitchen as a crazed grin spread across her muzzle, humming disjointedly to herself. Giggle at the ghastly hee-hee, snortle at the spooky ha-ha, hee-hee, ha-ha, ha-ha, ha-ha-ha, ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha-ha. Dash threw her head back, curling legs against her chest as her forelimbs wrapped around them, psychotic laughter issuing from the speedster Pegasus as her world shattered around her, psyche and spirit broken and splintered. Alright, that was Rocket to Insanity. I hope you guys liked it. Goodbye.